All right. Welcome to the Smart Chiropractor Show. This is a Research That Matters segment brought to you by the Smart Chiropractor. If you are looking to automate the process of generating new patients, improving your retention, and having a system of consistent reactivations without spending any money on advertising, be sure to check out the Smart Chiropractor at thesmartchiropractor.com. And while you're there, hop in our private Facebook group where we have great conversations going on, clinically, marketing-wise, you name it. A lot of great stuff that you can dive into and contribute your own 2 cents to in the Smart Chiropractor group. On today's Research That Matters segment, it is the 3rd week of January, which means our weekly topic for Smart Chiropractor members is around moving your way to better health in 2021. If you're new to this conversation, with the Smart Chiropractor, we build out content campaigns for marketing and communications that are built on monthly campaigns and weekly topics and daily posts. That means we have a master campaign of the month. Each week is a different take on that monthly campaign, a different angle, and every day there are new posts going out in addition to a whole bunch of other ways to market and communicate with new patients, past patients, and active patients. And this week, for all our Smart Chiropractor members, you're going to see a lot of people talking about how their patients can move their way to better health in 2021. This is a conversation that a lot of people have. As a chiropractor, we all know people have resolutions. What's the gyms are full the first week of the month, and then you see things kind of trickle off, etc. I think that is a great opportunity for you as a local healthcare leader to get out there and inspire and educate and engage with your community, with your following, with your health tribe online and off, and inspire them to stay consistent, number one. But number two, proactively answer the questions they have around their health while also providing practical information, tips, advice, and strategies for them to get the best results. And that's really the heart, I'm going to say, of this month, every monthly campaign, but this one in particular, as we kick off a new year with all of the challenges, all of the chronic pain issues, all of the rebound on the opioid epidemic. People are tired and many people are in tough shape, but there's a lot of resilience out there and people looking to get back to optimal health. So when we talk about moving your way to better health, I always think about it in terms of 3, phases or brackets, so to speak. I think about it in terms of segmental health. That's a lot where you and I come in as chiropractors. I think about it as regional health, cervical spine, thoracic spine, hip, shoulder, lumbar spine. And then I think about it as whole body movement and health. That would be whole body exercise. And this is a foundation as I see it. You cannot have optimal, whole body exercise and movement and range of motion if the segmental motion is not functioning properly, because that's going to impact regional, which is going to directly impact whole body. So as people get out there and they're attempting to get back into the gym, they're attempting to exercise, there will be people who, may have, stopped doing so because of an ache or a pain, may have stopped doing so because of biomechanics that they've just been struggling with for a while. And you and I as chiropractors, I believe, are the people. We're not only the perfect people. I'm going to say it's our responsibility to get out there and inspire people not only to take the steps necessary to get the results that they want, but also to provide that care. So, making sure if somebody, is having issues getting to whole body exercise, if they're having regional movement issues, you got to look at this at the segmental level. That's where all of the building blocks go up from. That's the foundation of all movement. And as chiropractors, by coincidence, that's what we do with our hands for over 125 years is helping people move optimally at a segmental level, which directly impacts the regional motion, which then directly impacts their whole body motion. And as you're looking to move your way towards better health in 2021, you want to ensure that you have all 3 of those dialed in. Jason, when we say about moving your way to better health in 2021, what are the things that come to mind for you?
Well, first of all, we're in 2022. So make sure everybody knows that we are here. It's live, and that's all good. No worries. Listen, this is one of those perfect conversations, and what I mean by that is that our goal as chiropractors should be to meet people where they are, and it's not uncommon that chiropractors, and I did this for many years myself, just sort of said, hey, I'm going to speak exclusively about chiropractic. And that's what I talk about. That's what I am. That's what I do. That's what people don't know. And that's what I'm going to talk about. But what I found over time was that I was much more effective in meaning more people were interested in learning more from me about what I wanted to talk about when I was more interested in what they wanted to talk about. And of course, New Year's resolutions is one of those things that happens every year. You can predict it. It is like clockwork, literally, at like a calendar. You just know it's going to happen. You see different companies like Planet Fitness and others who are, literally sponsoring the drop of the ball in Times Square. Why? I'm asking myself, why would a Planet Fitness do that on New Year's? Answer: everybody's talking resolutions. And usually resolutions have a lot to do with things they're quitting, but also things they're starting. And I'd have to probably say the number one thing most people are going to start in the beginning is moving. We'll call it exercise, but movement is really a perfect word. And this is really the genius of this program, the Smart Chiropractor, is doing exactly this. It's connecting the dots. It's figuring out what are the conversations most people are having currently in the community, and how do we become a part of that conversation and not just become a part of it as like a bulldozer, bull in a china shop just coming in going, oh, exercise. Well, if you're in pain and you're subluxated, you're screwed up and I can help you. But maybe teaching them along the way. And that's really where this whole teach and invite consistently concept comes into play. Because you said it perfectly, Jeff. I'm going to slightly just reiterate it so people get the simplicity and elegance of, if most people know it's a good idea to move because it's for their health benefit, it's easy to use that same metaphor to explain why those same principles apply to your spine and to your vertebra, right? Regional and local. The concept makes sense. It's always easier to get people to yes when you're talking about things they already agree with. They're already at yes. Do you think exercise is good for you? Of course it is. Why do you think that is? Well, because there's a principle that motion and movement is life, that when things stop moving, they start dying. And so we've got to keep moving, right? Right. The same thing occurs in your body. What do you think happens, right? Let's use the Socratic method, not just talk at people, but let's ask them questions. What do you think happens when your spine isn't moving the way it's designed to and should? What do you think if you put stress, like more new exercise on your body, when your body's not freely movable and flexible to be able to handle that exercise? Is it possible that a good thing could in turn become a bad thing if you're not prepared and set up and healthy enough to do it? So if you want best results in your new exercise program in this new year, then the thing to do is to make sure that your body is moving, your segments are moving so that you can keep on moving. Make up your own ways of weaving and connecting the dots, but just telling people that they've got a problem you can help them with doesn't teach them what they need to know about their own bodies so they learn how their bodies work. They don't just trust you and go, okay, got a coupon? Can you do it really cheap? They go, oh, wait, you know what? That makes sense to me. I know when I exercise, it aggravates an old injury, an old problem. I was wondering why that happens. I was hoping somebody could help me understand, how do I heal the problem so I can actually do even more exercise without making my exercise another problem? So these are designed to be different monthly campaigns. This is the perfect one at the perfect time. We like to think we get it right almost every month, if not every month. And it's designed to be a tool for you to start connecting and communicating in a really simple and easy way. Following our lead, we think of this sort of as karaoke. If you can read our doctor's briefs, if you can read our weekly newsletters that go out, if you can read these things yourself, that gives you the research-based science, data, reports, papers that are out there talking about the topics that most people are most concerned about these days. Great choice, great topic. I love what you put together this month, Jack.
Thank you. It's all about moving. I was going to say, I've heard of a day late and a dollar short. I'm a year off. It is. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, it's 2022. Huh, got to get with the program over here. So this is, you're 100% right, Jason. This is about teaching and inviting consistently. That's what the Smart Chiropractor is designed to do. When you're out in front of these conversations in and around your online and offline community, people put you connect the dots for people, and they're inevitably going to become patients in your practice. So you want to stay top of mind. You want to stay consistent. As we always say, consistency is the number one predictor of success when marketing your practice. And what better way to have that consistency than by teaching something new, something different, something inspiring, educational, and engaging each and every week, and tying it to a really super powerful monthly campaign. So that's what we automate with the Smart Chiropractor. This section of the Smart Chiropractor show has been brought to you by the Smart Chiropractor, where if you'd like all of that automated and more, yes, we're talking about marketing and communications. That's new patients, better retention, and a more consistent flow of reactivations without spending any money on advertising. You're going to want to be sure to head over to thesmartchiropractor.com. Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to the Smart Chiropractor. We are posting videos on how you can market your chiropractic practice in a way that teach and invites consistently. We have found that is the magic formula to big time growth. So if you like this video, be sure to comment down below, smash that subscribe button, or visit us at thesmartchiropractor.com.